Welcome to HGTV. You're now rocking with your boy. I just wanted to wish a happy birthday to the Mamba, the greatest player to ever touch a basketball on both ends of the court. Sacrificed a lot to win. Was always blamed for being selfish. Proved in the big games that he was non-selfish, where he sacrificed scoring. Moore was a floor general in the first three chips with Shaq. Without his presence, without his, part of his leadership, then the Lakers would not have won those first three chips. Especially he stepped up in the game where Shaq fouled out because the Pacers were 5 minutes, I believe. Not that, I think 4 minutes away from tying the series up, and it could have got dicey after that. Because the last game, Kobe didn't play in because he got hurt in game two. And they got beat by the Pacers because they couldn't guard Reggie or Jalen on the wing. So a lot of people don't like to give Kobe his flowers even after death, but that's fine. If you don't like Kobe, that's cool. I don't care. I'm not gonna force him down your throat. But in my opinion, he's the most skilled player in history. He's one of the greatest defenders, if not best defenders ever. He's hit more clutch shots than a lot of guys in big games, whether you agree or not. He was taken from us 2 years ago. Him, his daughter, and the other people who passed away that were on the plane. On the helicopter, excuse me. And he'll forever be remembered. Kobe was the villain. Nobody liked him. I liked the villain. In every comic book, every series, I loved the villain. I never really liked the hero. To me, the hero was the goody two shoes. who potentially could be coerced in being bad, while the bad guy already was bad, but then became good after they seen their wrongdoings and seen some of the things they did. Kobe Bryant was the guy who you didn't like because you felt he was trying to be Michael Jordan. You felt like he ran Shaq out of town, which both could be true. But the one thing that he showed that was different was he didn't care what you thought. He didn't care what I thought. He didn't care what anybody thought. He went out there to help his team win the game. He did not like losing. He played the game as great as he could. The difference between him and Mike is when he left the court, his competitiveness turned off. He was done. The difference between him and Shaq is Kobe wasn't jealous of somebody else shining. He was just mad if you didn't give your all. He wasn't the lovable guy Shaq is. Shaq most likely was the most popular, funnest guy to be around. Kobe, you hated being around him because he was gonna push you, he was gonna throw bowls at you, talk bad at you, cuss you out, everything. But guess what? He got the best out of you. Regardless of, you can call him an a-hole, he was arrogant, he still got the best out of you, and he still pushed you to be greater than what you were. And that's the thing I respect about him. He earned my respect when he had a case over his head and he still was out there playing for his life, knowing he could go to jail any day. And he still kept his innocence. He still kept playing. The only thing he ever was guilty of was adultery, which he committed. Kobe didn't have the prettiest career. He didn't. He's missed the most shots in history, probably missed the most clutch shots in history. But when it was time, he made it happen. He stayed the same. He wasn't trying to please everybody. He wasn't trying to be friends. He didn't have the power to trade, like, to get whoever he wanted. He wasn't allowed to get all these players that these guys today can get. He stayed where he was at. He could have jumped ship plenty of times, went to other teams to win his championships. He could have been past Mike and all of these guys. but he didn't want to do it that way. He wanted to do it the way that a lot of us as Americans want to do it. Hard work, dedication, and get reward after your hard work. We wanted to earn respect. He earned respect. You may not like him, you may hate him, but you have to respect him. And he will forever be in our minds, our hearts, our lives. We grew up with Kobe Bryant, and we will continue to celebrate him. Thank you all for listening. DZ is out. Rest in paradise to the Mamba. And happy birthday.